Let's do some magic with background image. Hello everyone, welcome in the next episode. Today we are going to talk about a little bit more simple subject because we are going to talk about CSS background image property. It seems like it can be boring, it can be so normal that there's nothing to say about it, but I did a quick research and what I found out that there are a few tricks which allow us to do lots of crazy, funny and nice stuff with it. So, let's go to the computer and let's do some magic with our background images. Let's start. Okay, so today we are going to write our code. I'm going to write the code in the code pen so you can see the result immediately. And we will go through 7 different tips and tricks I would like to show you about CSS background image. So let's start from the first one. And the first one is about fitting your background image to the viewport, because sometimes people have a lot of problem with this, so I'm going to show you how to do it to make your photo always perfectly fitted. So let's start from a simple HTML body tags, because we need to have any element to style it. So I'll just comment some code here and yeah, let's save. And now we are going to do magic in CSS. So let's at first add our background image. URL. I already have some URL to the image with penguins. Yeah, penguins are pretty cool. But it doesn't look good yet, it's huge. So we have to add some more properties to make it look good. We will start from background repeat. We want to set it to no repeat. Then we will set background position to the center. And next we will set background attachment to fixed. And now it's time to background size. And we want to make it cover. And here remember that if we would like it to be perfect on each browser, then we need to add some additional CSS like WebKit, Mouse and O, each with the same value. Saved. And you can see that the image is perfectly fitted, whatever is the size of our viewport. Okay, bye penguins, and let's go to the next tip I would like to show you. So now we are going to find out how to use multiple background images. It can be useful, for example, if we want to put any pattern to our background. And that's the example I'm going to show you. So again, let's start with HTML. Just some simple body like previously, because we have to have any element to style. So yeah, let's comment this out. And let's go to CSS. And again, we are going to start from body, background image, and now we are going to pass 2 URLs. The first one will be the one seen first by us, and the second one will be this in the background, like more in the background. Let's check. Of course, you have also possibility to pass even third URL, so we will have like more than 2. It's also possible. So I have my URL, I have an icon, yeah, and now comma, and another URL value. And I have an image. Okay, now I'd like to add some more properties to both of the images. So let's start from background position, and the first value will be responsible for the first URL and the second value will be responsible for the second URL. Now background repeat. The first one we want to repeat and the second one we want to no repeat. And background size. So first one will be contain and second one will be cover. Cool. Now we see all the image. And again we will take care about all the browsers. So WebKit, Moz and O. Great, let's go to another example. Point 3 is about triangular background image. So here we will need a little bit more of HTML. So we are going to create a body and two divs inside. Okay, the first div will have class day and the second div will have class night. And we can go to CSS. At the beginning, let's style our body and remove margin and padding. And next, let's add some styles to both divs. So let's add position absolute, height to 100 view age and width to 100 VW. And now it's time to style each of the divs. So let's start from the day. I'll add background image here. I'll already have one. Okay, it's stretched a little bit, so let's add background size to cover and the background repeat to no repeat. And now it's time to do another div, and this one night. So we are going to add another background image, different this time. Also we are going to add background size and background repeat. But we are also going to add clip path. I'll copy paste it. This will be the same. And we just need a clip path to the final result. So we are going to create a polygon with this clip path with the following values. And how do you like it? I think that's pretty cool. You can play with it and try to make different polygons. So yeah, we are going to another example. And point 4 is about adjusting background image with gradient overlay. So you can use this method to adjust background image, or you can use it to make it darker if you want to place some text on your background image and your image is too bright. I decided to show you an adjustment on the background image. So let's start from a simple HTML again. It will be an empty body tag, and let's go to CSS. And what we need to achieve our result. So we need our image URL. I have one already. And we need a linear gradient. You can create your gradient with one of the existing gradient generators. There are plenty of them in the internet, and just copy paste it. Also, I will add some properties like background size to make it cover, background repeat with no repeat, background attachment to fix, and background position to center. So, how do you like the effect? Here's how it looks like, and with the effect. Cool, right? Let's go to fifth example, and this one is about animated background image overlay. So again, let's start from a simple HTML, and again it's going to be just body, but CSS is going to be a little bit more complicated. Let's save, and now let's add just some background image for start. Okay, I have mine, and let's change it a little bit with background size, background repeat, background attachment, and background position, I think, as well. Yeah, let's add it to the center, and now we need an animation. That's why we are going to create a keyframe, and we will divide it by %. Let's call it animated background overlay, and we will start from 0%, then 33, then 66, and 100. I already have all the linear gradient prepared. As before, you can use any gradient generator to prepare them, and I will just copy paste it. And when it's ready, we also need to copy paste it and create a WebKit. And when it's ready, let's add it to our styling. So let's add animation name, animation duration. I would like it to be 5 seconds. Animation iteration count to infinite because we don't want it to stop. Animation direction to alternate. And animation timing function to linear. You don't have to set it up because it's the default one, but you can. Oops, it doesn't work. Let's check what's the issue. Oh yeah, we need to add S here, so it should be keyframes. Yeah, here's the result. Cool, right? I really like it. So let's go to the next tip and trick. And now we are going to create a grid image background. So here we will have some more work in HTML. Let's create body and let's create container, which will be our display grid element, because we need to create a CSS grid. Inside that container we would like to have 16 elements, because we are going to have 4 columns and 4 rows. That'll give us 16. Okay, let's copy paste them. And some of our elements will have class item and some of them will have class item image. Okay, and now let's go to the CSS. Let's style our body to remove any margin or padding. Let's go to the container right now, and we are going to set position absolute, width to 100 and height to 100. I want the background color to be black. And let's make display grid. Now we will set our grid, so grid template columns. And now let's create grid template rows. Okay, and let's add grid gap to 20 pixels. And now we have the last thing to style, so we will style item image, sorry. We are not going to style this image class. So here we need a background image. Oh, image should be actually. Okay, so you already can see a little bit of what's going to be here. Let's add a background repeat to no repeat. Let's add background position to center. Okay, and let's add background size as well, also to cover. Looks pretty cool, right? Now we can play with our HTML to display these pieces of image in different places. Like, let's copy item image and we can paste it, for example, here. So you can see there's another one appeared on the bottom, and maybe one here. Yeah, there's also another one. So you can play with it and change it a little bit, add different images, different background colors, and try to do something nice with it. And in the meantime, we are going to the last trick about background images, which I have for you today. And this one is about setting a background image as a color of your font. Again, let's start from a simple HTML, but right now we will need any text inside our body. So let's add h1 with hello world. And now let's go to the CSS, and we are going to style our body because we want the header to be centered. So display flex, align items to the center, justify content to the center, flex direction to column, width to 100%, text align to center, min height 100 VH, font size to I think 120 will be fine, and I will add some font family to make it just a little bit prettier. Yeah, that's better. And now we are going to style h1 element. So let's start, and we are going to add a background image here. I already have one. Okay. Yeah. And we are going to use background clip. I don't know if you know this property already. I think it's pretty cool and it allows us to make some magic. And also WebKit, so just copy paste it. And what we need is transparent font color. And voila! What do you think? Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will place the link to the article where you will find those examples with codes, so you can check it out. So, how did you like it? If you like it, give us a thumb up and remember to subscribe our channel if you don't subscribe us yet. Press the red button down there, something like this one, but down there, and leave us a comment, share this video with your friends. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!